Hey, Nick Fundytus here, and this is Nick Answers Reddit. So, question this week is a good one. We see this one or a variation of it come up quite a bit, and this one is Ottawa specific. So, the title is Realtor is asking to bid 20 or 30,000 over asking. And they have unfortunately named the realtor in the Reddit post. I've scrubbed it for our blog here. But the Redditor Pureland 5687, I hope that's not a racist one, says, I am working with a realtor and he is asking to bid $20,000 or $30,000 over asking to secure the house faster. I thought the market was favoring buyers now and that houses are selling 10 to 20,000 less than the asking price. So he is convincing me that it is still a seller's market and I will get the house sooner if I pay more. Otherwise, I will be renting forever. He is tactically pushing me. So how is the real estate market? Is over asking happening now? Okay, so there's a couple things to unpack in there. So number one is that okay, so since you're in a buyer representation agreement with another realtor at the moment I'm a bit limited in the specific advice that I can give to you, but I can give some general advice. So first of all is the new RICO information guide. It is your friend. So if you have signed a buyer representation agreement, and so it's Form 371 most likely, then you should have also signed the RICO information guide. If you haven't, I mean, your realtor's actually in breach right now, so if you want out of that agreement, you probably could. However, this RICO information guide is an excellent document. So it explains what your rights and responsibilities are as a client working with a realtor. So start here as a reference point if you're in an uncomfortable situation like this. Now, two is to play devil's advocate here for a few of the comments in the thread. So some people are saying, oh yeah, the market is, it's a buyer's market, prices are decreasing, everybody, you can offer 100,000 less under asking. No, there's no one size fits all for the market. And there absolutely are specific homes in the current market selling above asking price. In fact, in any market, even in the strongest buyer's market, there will always be some homes that sell above asking. But it's specific. It's not, you can't paint the whole market with a general brush. However, it is more typical to see them sell slightly under asking price with conditions on them in favor of the buyer. In fact, we're seeing kind of balanced market results, if that makes sense, even though it's still technically a seller's market. A seller's market or buyer's market is measured by how long is the absorption rate. So if you were to stop listing homes today and the pace of sale of the homes continued exactly the same, how many months would it take for all the property to sell? Now, we're certainly slower than COVID, but we're still in a seller's market in Ottawa. But we're seeing the results where properties are usually sold with conditions, and it's usually 97 to 100% of asking price. Most often. I mean, there's results you can find. You can find all kinds of results to show other examples, but generally speaking. Now, the only way you will know if you should be offering above asking price is by looking at apples to apples, meaning similar comparisons of recent sales. So same number of bedrooms, same neighborhood, same age of home, same general level of finish. So your realtor should be able to sit down with you in front of a computer or share a screen on a Zoom call to bring up 10 to 20 similar homes and demonstrate the appropriate value for your home. And if they think you should be offering 20 to 30 over, they should be able to demonstrate that the home is listed $20,000 or $30,000 under what is likely going to sell for based on comparables. Now, note that it can be trickier to get these comparables if the target property is in a unique area or an area that doesn't turn over much. So example, Beacon Hill, where I live, there's just not the same pace of turnover. People tend to live here for quite a while. And so you don't see the same turnover as you might see in like a set of townhomes in Orleans. Now, fortunately, the market has been fairly flat in terms of pricing for this year. So you don't have to go back, a month or 3 months. You can go back all the way to the start of the year at the moment. It's not always like that, but for comparison's sake, that's kind of fortunate for you right now. Now, next point is that you are in control. So as the buyer, your realtor cannot force you to make an offer that you are not comfortable with. Who cares if they say that you are supposed to be doing something else? Make the offer that is comfortable for you. With any offer you make, ask yourself whether you'd be comfortable owning the home at that price. not just today, but also in 5 years or 10 years or however long you might conceivably live in that house? If the answer is no, probably shouldn't make the offer. Now, the last one, dissolution of a buyer representation agreement, it does need to be mutual. So both you and the realtor have signed that document. So you are bound to each other unless you both agree that you're going to walk away. So if you have concerns about the advice you're receiving, I would recommend first having a frank conversation with your realtor to address your concerns. And if some point you decide you aren't a fit for each other, I mean, refer to that RICO guide that I talked about. And it talks about the processes for, basically for firing your realtor or for dissolving that agreement. So good luck in your search. I hope that helps a bit, and I hope that you find a great place. This is certainly one that applies to a lot of people because everybody wants to understand the market, and you hear all these things about, okay, it's a seller's market now, it's a buyer's market. What do those things even mean? What should you be offering above asking? Shouldn't my home be sold by now? All those kind of questions. And the answer is that there's no one size fits all, but a properly educated professional realtor who has your best interests in mind can, help you navigate that. So there you go. Thanks, and I'll be back next week with another video, of course.